Hola, welcome. So here we are. It's been a little while. There was things to be done. Other things. But yeah, anyway, questions taken in the order they appear in the chat. I'm gonna be here for a while. For what while? I don't know. We'll see how it feels. So, again, there are instructions on the screen. If you want a private reading, send us an email at dstonerocks@hotmail.com. If you want to buy one of our stones, we make sigils and runes, this kind of art stones, just which look pretty. We send it to everywhere where the mail goes in these difficult, weird times. Vale? So, I do Finnish and English, so English and Finnish. Español, no. Lo siento. No. So, yeah, questions they appear in the chat. Eli chatin mukaan kysymykset siinä järjestyksessä sinne tulee. So in the order they appear in the chat. Hold there. Today, I was looking into this one. Page of Pentacles. Seems like a fine young gentleman who is, well, I would say that the guiding star for this person is still pretty much the materialistic world. I think for him, he has kind of graduated from something. Maybe he will continue the family business or he's gonna fly on his own, but he has definitely graduated from something. It could be a business school or whatever university, or he's been taught at home how to handle certain things. So he's kind of capable, but yet he's still a student, and he's kind of, I would say that he's also has big faith on that things will go by the rules and something like this. And he is about to learn that maybe things are not quite always like this, and he's gonna try to defend himself even with that. But the law says this, and the regulations are that, and rules are those. So there might be some like practical lessons for this person, but he is in a good spot. He has belief, or he is believing in his own gifts, his capabilities. He is capable also. He's kind of like a fresh and excited type of person. He's willing to work hard, but the amount of work that he would have to do to realize his dreams, which is probably something to do with the material plane, or something concrete that he can hold, that he can count, that has a weight. So basically, he might be still surprised about the hours he has to put in. But he's not the one who would be counting the hours. So basically, I think everything seems to be working for him at the moment. I would say that the timing is right, the place is right, he has the right skills for it, and in the end, it's not really about that you have to be in the right place at the right time. If you're in the right place and at the right time, but you don't have the right skills, that's just shit. You cannot do much. So it depends how you look at it. But anyway, young person, youthful person, kind of down to earth, I would still say. He's having some hesitation to move on. Maybe he's somehow receiving the star from above, so he sees that the time is right, but yet he's just a tiny bit hesitant to move. Maybe he has a hard time letting go a little bit from the past, that he has just graduated from something, he has come full circle, and basically it's maybe a little bit difficult to let go still something which was familiar to him, right? I'm moving the card a lot, it seems. So that I have been looking into this several times, and like for me it seems like he's not really lifting this up so much, the pentacle, as so much that he's receiving from the heavens. So basically this is his guiding star, or this is his wish, hope, and he has been paying attention, and he pays attention well. He's a good student, probably as well, and he might be a little bit, well, obviously he is limited. He could be like a little bit of a magician of pentacles, but he is not so good at with the other elements. So the earth element and the money pentacles, oros, lantit in Finnish, is the one element that he's working with. So that's kind of some with this guy, you know. And I'm still using a lot of this Rider White, which is my favorite deck at the moment, and it's been for a long time. Been looking into other ones, kind of some, but so far no. Hola, hello, Angel GR. Comes some new love for me. I'm Pisces. Well, let's see what we have here. I'm a little bit juggling with. I have a different auxiliary screen and so, but Angel GR. We see. Comes some new love for me. I'm Pisces. Will there be ancient new love? Pisces. Are we happy with the shuffle? We'll see what we have here in the cards. Yeah, it's been a while. It was like, what, couple of weeks? Muy bien. We do Angel first. So yeah, I've been 2 weeks offline. My small dear daughter was a little bit ill. No corona though. Big test. I will forward your greetings. Hopefully she gets the time and energy to go online soon as well. But yeah, we've been a little bit doing our videos and been busy doing many things. But now, will there soon to be new love for Angel? We'll check right about now. What do you get from here? I would say exactly right now, no. I think now it's the time to reflect on your own. I would say that you might not be even quite ready for the new love at the moment, that there has been some struggle, probably within yourself. Maybe I would be surprised if some relation is not about to end or ending right now, and maybe not so nicely. But definitely, you might have come to some conclusion that I would say, if you dig deep, for me, it looks like maybe you do not want a new love right now. But what I would say is, like, in the near future, I would see something serious coming up in the love field, like really romantic, which has all the potential to be very fulfilling experience and even like a long-term relation if this is what you want. So near future, yes. Right now, no. Like I said, I think some cycle has still ended, and this is something has made you think. Maybe you got betrayed. Somebody was not being honest with you, and it feels like you have daggers in your back. And I think you are looking for answers from your inside of you. I was told a woman with money will be that. Will be a new love? A woman with money would be in love, or do we misunderstand each other? So, but yeah, basically at the moment I don't see, but I wouldn't say that it's really far. Let's see what we get from here. Well, I see a progression in this that is really clear. So I would be thinking that somebody would try to sweep you off your feet soon enough, basically. And like I said, there will be with the next one that will kind of propose something to you that gets close to you will bear some message of love, on my view. This would be happening kind of soon. And that would be something kind of groundbreaking. Like I said, that I would be very surprised that next one, when you are ready yourself, would be something which is not just, like a short romance. Well, it can be that, but it has all the potential to be something very fulfilling. Okay? And advice. We take advice from the Mythic Fennica Tarot, which we have here on one blank card. And I would say that the person who will be trying to sweep you off your feet will be either kind of young or youthful, romantic. I would even say a brunette on this. So if you see, I think it would be difficult to see this person, not to see this person coming, right? And advice for your situation is here. Oi, 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 oi. This one is the shaman. So whatever you can get from this is for your question and advice and further guidance. The shaman from Mythic Fennica Tarot. Do I would say that this next person in line, I would be saying that it seems for me that it's an ideal, like a partner and a lover and very touched to the emotions. So like a dream. It's literally a knight in a shining armor, sort of, so to speak. That would be the, and it's not very far that this would be happening. I think that should be happening soon. Okay. Let's see a little bit here because this is. Okay, this I don't know what this is doing. Just a sec. Yeah, muy welcome. Hopefully it gave you some clarity. And I will put your greetings forward. Experience some minor technical difficulties, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Well, that's I have not seen quite like this before. All right. Oh, Anonymous. So if you have a question, put it on the chat and we check what we have on the cards. Okay. But yeah, there is something interesting with the archetypes of the cards. It's kind of Jungian thing, I guess, as well. Scratch something with that and his psychoanalysis stuff as well. It's interesting what he says about the archetypes. It's really interesting. It's kind of relating a lot to this, and I guess he was into this as well. Cannot say that I'm an expert on Jung or anything, but I have scratched some surface with it. Hello, Adriana. How are you? Long time no see, huh? Have to put my hair even better now. How are you? It's been a bit of a while here. We had a small baby daughter bit ill. No corona though, thank God. And otherwise we've been busy making videos and doing a lot of things. So, and I'm a little bit confused with the computer as always. Here we are. I was kind of thinking to go live yesterday and kind of few times, but then somehow the time was not right. Today I didn't have time to make myself pretty. I just came here, looked at the page of Pentacles for a while and getting ideas from that. And well, it was interesting as ever and all that. So what's up? What you been up to? Any ideas with the Wolf's Bride? That was a bit funny thing. Well, it's kind of funny. I wouldn't use. Maybe I use not something else than weird, but it was kind of beautiful coincidence, I think, if you want to put it that way. But yeah, I got here also like bit late today. I was hoping to get like hour before, but there was I don't know. It's just small things. In the end, the thing is there is no thing. But yeah, how are you? What's up? Do you want to ask something? I have the cards ready here and waiting. You are muy welcome. It was like I put a lot of care went to it, and it was like we are really happy that you received it, and actually surprisingly fast, considering the situation. Okay. Oh, fair enough. Okay, so let's play. Let's put some cards on the table. Let's put the cards on the table, like they say. So, general reading for Adriana. See what comes up. Exactly. Muy bien. That's very nice to hear. So, general reading. So, let's see what is the... It has to be here. And the influence. Well, I think this could be a time for that one might need little patience and to wait that things come to fruition, that the things will bear fruit. And I think you might feel even a little bit like impatient at the moment. But I think somehow you have laid seed for this, that things will grow. And I see some sort of a like person with an opportunity or some gesture towards you that will be rather like dramatic. It's more like a gesture. So I don't know if somebody is gonna offer you another job. Like maybe it would be something that somebody does it. That is more like this kind of spur of the moment thing, and it's not gonna be really like some really defined like, hey, you can have this, you can do this. I hire for you this, but hey, I hire you for because I like you and you are really cool and stuff like this. That it would be like a dramatic gesture for this. Uh, I would say also that you might have been recently. Maybe this comes about for me also that you would be more like ready to action. That you feel like a little bit impatient. That I think you have mastered something, and you would want to put your things forward already, and you're tired of waiting. I don't know. Maybe it's related to the whole bloody Corona thing as well. But I think you're like sitting down and you would be ready to run, or like sort of like take your like scepter and move somewhere. That you don't want to sit still. Uh, in general, I see that there might be some minor difficulties coming up, and there could be coming up in general, some sort of arguments with people that are maybe not worth your time. That it would be that it will come to this that you end up having some discussion with someone, or even with several different people, that they will not see your point, and you yourself, I think, should take care and think that is it worth your time, because in the end, even if you win, it might seem that nobody won and it didn't bring out good vibes, but it's nothing really major. It's like some small obstacles. So I think that could be related also to this offer that you might be getting, or this kind of gesture that somebody does is like throwing your way as well. So basically, I see that you might be impatient at the moment. Maybe it's related to this work business as well, because here we have basically, this is the thing why I started with this, the Seven of Pentacles. For me, it is like, it's also like a constellation, sort of the stars there. So for me, this is impatience, and that one would have to still wait. So it might be like maybe with the work, it will take a little bit longer than you think. which I obviously hope it won't. So that would be some sort of a general that came up with this. And also we have here this. I would say you feel strongly about something, and that maybe you are like, as you see, the king is there, is sitting. Fair enough. And if you see the king sitting there, but for me this king is not sitting like just like calmly there, but it's waiting something to happen. So I think this is also one thing that I get from here. And fire, strong feelings, passion. So maybe you are waiting to do the thing that you want to do, in that sense. Yeah, that might be like a rather reasonable thing to do. Let's see what we get from here otherwise. Well, I think you also, in the near future, there will be some choice to be made. It could be related even to affairs of love, but I think this could be with the work stuff, that it would relate that are you gonna choose to do something that you love to do, or you're gonna do what sort of you have to do, or like, which is like, how to put it? That will you choose to do the thing you love to do, or you're gonna do a job because you need a job, that way. Anyway, when you have decided what you do, and this would be in the near future, things will anyway move forward, and I think at best they will fly forward. And whatever you choose in the near future is gonna give you the star. So definitely you will participate, pouring some waters yourself to whatever you choose to do. And I see hope anyway to this. So basically, in general, I would say that the patience would give you good results if you can hold on to this and pick your battles. And I guess to be ready to move when it's needed. So maybe it's also about the new job thing that you were waiting. Let's take an advice still from here. Mythic Fenny Tarot. And here we have it. I want to see this all in the right way. I won't put it upside down. The dragon. So this is your guidance for this and your advice for the situation. So Mythic Fennica Tarot, the dragon. It's kind of fiery beast, fun enough, in that sense that we had here wands a lot, which is the fire element, for passion, strong feelings, and stuff like this. Muy bien. And thank you so much for telling with so many words that you like the Sigil. It was, like I said, great care went in it that we made it. Davini was basically carving it. I was having much to do with design because I have the problem with my shoulder. I cannot really carve that well at the moment. Yes, it's kind of cool. And it seems to be like everything is like this kind of like anticipation, or this kind of like a strong feeling. What I see here is like strong feeling of this, that if you can hold your horses sort of little bit, that there is bound to be like the action that you are looking for. Okay? So that's pretty much. But overall, even if any card is not positive or negative, but the overall feeling that I get from this is that I see that things are about to happen, and but hold your horses. If you have to make decisions, maybe think about it a little bit, and don't be too impulsive. But be ready to move, because for me it seems that things are about to move as well. And pay attention to the signs and what the spirit is telling you. Like I know that, well, look to the skies as well, and whenever you can see the sign, but I think sort of from the heavens. Yeah. But yeah, Adriana bought one of our sigils. If you want, send a picture. You having it, wearing it, or whatever. And with your permission, we might even post it here or somewhere. But anyway, if you want, send a picture to the dstonerocks then. And we are very very happy that it's there in the Americas with you. Okay. This is a little bit funny to see myself in the screen because I have the auxiliary screen, so I'm looking somewhere, whatever, and the camera is there. It's really difficult because I kind of like to see myself on the screen. Okay, let's see. All right. Yeah, please do. Would be kind of cool. This kind of actual seeing, of course, we know now because you told with so many words. Thank you again for appreciating it and stuff. But in a way, it makes it more real to see it. Like, okay, there's the actual person is wearing it. It's like, yes, it's cool. And we sent to South America some stones. And like said, anyone who is interested, we make the sigils. We have like the just decorational stones, sort of, and rune stones. But I have here this one. We will make some small video about our stones. We are these stone rocks. We have this and that and stones and rocks and everything. Personal readings. dstonerocks@hotmail.com. We can do some WhatsApp thing. If you want additional information, send us the email dstonerocks@hotmail.com, right? Yeah, we saw some of yours. We went to check, like you suggested. It was kind of nice hippie stuff, no? I really liked it. So, yeah, it's. I remember, like, some years back sending copies of our band's EP. It was the United Kingdom, and there was some older gentleman who really liked it, and he was telling really nice things about it, and I am like, haven't experienced quite like that before, and I was writing him, and we had some emails. It was really nice. But yeah, that felt really good as well. And it's nice to know that some of our stones have traveled the world like we have. Well, we're sticking more to Europe for many reasons. The sea is vast, and you need a big vessel to get across it, I guess. The poisonous water of south. So basically, but hey, by the way, if you're still there, Adriana, we have let's take for you a few words of the dragon from here. Let's see. What was the dragon? The dragon. So if you're not too much in a hurry, I will take you some words at least from the dragon from here. Let's see. I fail to remember where it was. Or if you are, I read it and then check it out later if you want to. I just got this impression now that I need to read. It was okay. The dragon. Yeah, it's really cool, and we had a lot of fun making the designs, and of course, uh, well, we kind of have been uh, developing the techniques forward as well. Okay, so let's see. So for Adriana, that was the advice. It is the dragon. We can consider, if nothing else, it's a bedtime story for you. It actually, when I was reading to Gabriel, it felt like really reading a bedtime story, which I do every day for my daughter. Uh, but hey, keywords: will to fight, creative force, courage, vanquishing of darkness, being freed from fears, powerful inner energy, brave warrior, new conquest. And here goes the more detailed info about the dragon by Mythic Fennica Tarot, which is made by Susanna Salo. I was about to say another name of a person that is a friend. This is not any kind of promotion. We just got the deck and we like it. So it's nice. It includes Finnish folklore and that, Kalevala. It is told that dragons had hypnotic gaze which they used to petrify their victim, and the Greek word drakon indeed derives from a word which means just that. They also had other peculiar abilities, such as the power to read minds, shapeshift, and to confuse a person's vision. It was said that the dragon's source of power was a mythical stone, Dracontia, which was lodged into their heads, and they were feverishly sought after by the alchemists of the Middle Ages. Dracontia was said to be the pivotal ingredient of the elixir of life. That could cure any disease and grant its consumer eternal life. So part of the great work. The dangerously cunning dragons appear in different forms in the folklore of several cultures. They belong to the realm of monsters where mortals couldn't enter without being singed. Singed? Singed. The stories often place dragons to live in perilous field of jagged rocks or a fortress that can be compared to the afterlife, where the guard of their where they guard their treasure. Spears adorned with decapitated human heads circle the borders of these gloomy places, and one wasn't allowed to drink or eat anything that was offered, or they would be trapped there forever. The rituals were not to be disturbed, or they turned into serpents. Some stories say that dragons were originally evil and greedy humans who wouldn't allow their riches to be inherited and spent, but rather buried them. After their deaths, they were transformed into dragons so that they could continue to guard their wealth. It was said that both the treasure and the dragon sunk deeper into the ground every year until they finally disappeared completely. According to the testimonies of numerous eyewitnesses, a flying serpent was once seen in the sky of Finland, and it was believed to have fallen into the town of St. Petersburg, which is actually not in Finland, but in Russia. But actually, it's 300 kilometers, 350. I've been there several times at some point. Nice place to visit. I have a vision about Russia in general, that it's a nice place to visit, but might not be my place to live. According to another tale, the Nakki was another mythical creature of the Finnish lore in Kalevala, was afraid of whirlpools that the stones that were thrown in the water left behind because it believed that a dragon lived in the vortex. The great whirlpool in the Sea of Finnmark, Ian Set, a linguist and a professor of Finnish language and literature, interpreted some verses of the folk poems to mean that Louhi could also assume the form of a dragon. He's a powerful figure in the Kalevala business as well. Another Finnish poem tells how a dragon refused to devour dishonored maiden because she would later give birth to many soldiers that were needed for war. The hundred-eyed giant snake that guards the gates and massive riches of Pohjola has also sometimes been depicted as being on fire. So, conclusion. The dragon represents courage and strength. You are like a warrior who is able to surmount any danger or challenge. You believe in yourself and in your abilities, and you defend your treasures fiercely when needed be. You won't agree to any kind of compromises or to be controlled. You may be tested in different ways, but you won't give up. You will fight bravely against the opposing forces and clear your way out of suffocating situations and be victorious. The battle may be draining, but the treasure will be yours in the end, and you will see that it has been worth all the trouble. This card reminds that the only direction is forwards. Arise again and again, every time more complete, more strong. You are courageous and strong, you can do anything. The dragon may also represent the fear of destruction. Do not give in to your fears, but bravely face even the most challenging situations. The dragon symbolizes wisdom and power that is connected with courage and the will to fight. Well, there's kind of something, I guess. But yeah, I don't know, I've been really liking to read parts of this, and it gives obviously new ideas about the cards and everything else. So it is well made. I think it took, if I remember, I saw an interview of this woman who made this Susanna Salo, and I think it was like really long project to make this. He made the drawings himself for the cards, I think, and he searched the Finnish National Archives about the folklore and what he knew, and he otherwise was into tarot a lot, and like seems like a rather spiritual person and kind of open-minded in a sense. But yeah, I think it took like 7 years or something like this to make the cards, and now I think they are sold kind of well internationally, and he got the book published with it and all that. But well, advice and further guidance for your situation, the dragon. How about that? So yeah, they are pretty good. Like, well, let's see the dragon still again. Yeah, our camera is actually not really good, but there's the dragon. So let's put it a little bit. Or yeah, it's a bit blurry, but it's all fire and everything, right? So you are most welcome. Yeah, I don't know. I got to this habit now, and like I told, I was putting this wolf sprite, like I think it was 2-3 times when after I got it from you, I was having it on the live, and I took it from myself, and I've been looking into many things after that as well. So, but I bet you can find this on Amazon if you want to buy it or something. I really like the deck. It seems like, well, I'm getting more familiar with it. I guess it's silly to say that I would want to do it faster, but there is always time if you want to do it something so enough. But somehow I felt I didn't have that much time in my hands, right? And maybe it's some sort of like insecurity that I'm sticking a lot to this bright and white. It's comfortable, and I like it. I like the imagery of that one too. Yeah, we are doing pretty well. It's been some soul searching here and like managing our own inner angels and demons and what else, but we are doing pretty good. It's a snow blizzard outside. It's nice and warm in the inside. The young one is growing like I don't know. She seems to understand English surprisingly well. So we have to be a little bit careful because we speak English to each other. And she just the other day, she was like, I said something in English to Davinia, and she was like, translated it in Spanish and told her also. I was like, how did you know that? So, yeah, it seems like because I I am checking the others and then sometimes be using others, and it's just like I have hard time letting this go. And then when I was using some really, I don't remember what deck it was, but I somehow started thinking that okay, it's this, and I started to think what was the card in Rider White, how it looks like there. So I a bit stuck with. I have to try to get even more familiar with the other decks. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And she plays the ukulele behind her head. I also don't know where did she see that. It's not like playing her heavy metal videos that much. Sometimes, little bit. But yeah, she is something else. So, and the language skills are like off the charts. It just seems to jump. And now she's explaining me also like, no, you cannot do it like this. And every answer to everything nowadays is pretty much no. First answer is always almost no. If you want, do you want to have a cookie? Yes, but something else? No. So, yeah, it seems like Finnish goes much better now that I have been spending much more time at home, and Spanish is phenomenal, and English is there. And I start to think that she doesn't speak that much. She knows some words. We call our dog the mighty Podenko. She knows that and other things, but she seems to understand. That was an example that she understands and catches on a lot with that. So the idea is to have her speaking 3 languages, which would give her the opportunity to talk to kind of few people in the world, like Spanish, English, I don't know, 800 million people or something, and then the 5.8 million Finnish people who don't really talk that much, but that helps if you live here, you know. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's check what we had here. So that was a bit of a monologue, but anyway. Yeah, and this, well, that's good. So it's English and Spanish then, I guess. I have Ainara telling, I am asking in Finnish from her, like, but what this word means. And most of the time she, can explain me, which is pretty cool. In the end, then I said, I don't know what is this word, and she starts explaining the word. It's sometimes really funny and cool, though. Oh, Spanish. Yeah, my Spanish comes from my daughter, and I was checking into some, well, Spanish news, and I remember I was checking. I had this Duolingo program, but on app on my phone. I was using that, and then I was checking some children's Spanish courses online. So, but I think mostly it's been when I've been to Spain. Like you were there like a month, it starts to catch on really well. And now it's funny that I can understand kind of some. I usually have the idea what is discussed, but I cannot really speak much. My first language is Finnish, and then for like a couple of decades I've been speaking a lot of English at home. I've been to someone usually speaking English as a home language. Then I know a little bit of Swedish, like very little bit, and well, Spanish little bit, but Finnish first and then English. And in Finland you can manage with English basically anywhere. That most of the Finns, because the language otherwise is like I said, we have like 5.86 million people in the whole bloody country. So nowadays it starts to be, especially young people, everyone speaks English. I think many speak many different languages now. So basically in here, this is a little bit problem in a sense also, like if you end up moving here, living here, you don't really have to sort of learn the language, the Finnish language, which is considered, I think, one of the most difficult languages in the world, like after Mandarin Chinese or some shit like that. So, or some shit like that. It's not a shit. Obviously, it's been around kind of longer than me. It's nothing to do with shit. But it said that Finnish language is really difficult. And when you come here, everything you can kind of get by really well with English anywhere, whatever you do. So you don't really necessarily need to learn the language. So many people might be living here for a long time and they don't learn it. Hola blah. I am good here. Muy bien. So blah, do you have a question? What do you need to know? Where do you need guidance, clarity? Well, you can ask a tricky question and I will answer. I will give you a tricky answer. No, let's see what I can give you. What I see here. Ask anything you want and then I answer anything I want. Well, what I get from here. Go ahead. Hit it. And Adriana, do stay tuned. And thank you for coming to check me out here. Let's see. Muy bien. Yeah, this is what it suggested, although remember the dragon, Adriana, for you, what we just read about there. So that gives further insight for your situation. But yeah, many cards what I had for you, Adriana, was like for me was giving the indication of sort of like be ready but patient and like this. Okay. And nice having you here. Let's see, blah. I have 2 jobs, but I can only continue with one. Fair enough. Is WinPro or economic change a better company for me in terms of joy and abundance? So which is better, WinPro or economic change? Yeah. Well, and you would keep one of these jobs, right? Let's see what we get from here. In terms of joy and abundance. Yes, you can. We are giving blah the answer now when we're happy with the shuffle, and then sorry, I have another screen. We dropped our laptop and now the screen is busted, so I have to use another one. So it's kind of like even with the glasses a little bit like this. Not very ergonomic. Yes, you can, Hams. Go ahead. You will be after blah. So for blah, WinPro economic change. We take you so you could keep one of them. Let's see. WinPro is here, economic change is here. When we're happy with the shuffle, then for next one is for blah. I have 2 jobs, but I can only continue with one. Is WinPro economic change a better company for me in terms of joy and abundance? I will take you to. I will take like kind of paths for either, and I can tell you from that. That's pretty much what I can do. So let's see what was this. So this is WinPro. This is We are not happy with the shuffle yet. Well, it has to be this. Let's see what we get from here. Well, okay. Let's see. So, WinPro first. So what I see in general, yeah, like you said, you can continue only with one. I would think both places would like to keep you, like more than happily. I think this, what was the other one called? Sorry. I think for me it seems like economic change would be the one that would be even happier to keep you. I don't know if they would be even willing to give you. I would say that for this economic change would be something that I would think. I think you don't. I think you like both of these, but I think the real thing for you would be this economic change. I think feeling wise, by joy and abundance, it would be the economic change. But I would say that this WinPro would be something that in terms of joy, maybe it would be kind of fine. I don't know. Maybe it would be like I think you would be feeling kind of fine there. Although I see that that would require still more patience to gain some abundance. So I would say that for me it looks like that in terms of joy and abundance, the economic change would be the one to continue with. Well, the conclusion, I can give you this. The conclusion for WinPro is this, right? But what I see otherwise in there is like terms of joy and the abundance, like you say, there is from economical change. So I would say that you, by terms of abundance, for me it would be this is more abundance than the 10 still for me. Like an Emperor of Pentacles. So basically, I think both are good options for me. And I would say that what I see with this more joy and abundance is still in these cards the economical change, right? So basically, I think with the economical change, the path of joy and abundance is sort of like easier. It might require to dig deep and check what do you really like to do and what you love to do, on my view. To make a choice, like clear choice on that. So I don't know if you feel more familiar or comfortable sort of in the other one, and the other one would require some more from you, but then it would also offer for you more. So what I see, I would say, clearly this one. Yes, go ahead, no worries. I was about to suggest that because, well, there's not maybe millions of people watching this, but in the end, anyway, it's a good idea. Yeah, so I will give, hey, let's do it this way. Because I took 2 pads for you. First pad includes this. This is WinPro. Fine. It continues with this. And the sort of the conclusion is this. So I think it seems pretty good to me. And the other one starts with the lovers. Goes to the 10 of cups. And ends up in a King of Pentacles. So for me, what I see in this card, the path for me, well, obviously you choose your path. And this is not, anything is not carved in stone, but the point is, at least for me, if I would be choosing a path, if I could just choose which path I take, which I of course could, I would take the path with the economical change. Yeah, seems for me, if one can say better, but it's like, I think it's more demanding. I think it's more demanding in some way. That it really like, yeah, I think that the WinPro thing is easier for you in some way. So basically, but hey, we'll take you a guidance card, an advice card from, which is here. It's called, you cannot bloody say what it's called, the box spirit. But whatever you can get from this, choosing your path or getting more ideas, you can check it from the web what it means and all that. But I would say, you see, whatever you see from here cannot be wrong, right? So this is your guidance, your advice for your situation about the companies and all that, right? Now I need some sip of water. And by the way, yeah, dstonerocks@hotmail.com. If somebody of you wants more private personal reading, we can do WhatsApp. We probably can answer you kind of fast. Email, audio message, live, Skype. I think pretty much many things, right? Obviously, that will not be free as this is so far. Yes, so hums. Let's see. So, yes. How much will I be able to get on my test tomorrow out of 9? Or other way, if you want it. Will I get 8 or above on my test tomorrow? Meaning that 9, sorry, maybe of my ignorance, but 9 would be the maximum, and how much out of 9 you would get, right? So let's see what kind of info we can muster from here. Okay, just making sure. I'm still a Finnish person sometimes, especially here in the chat. It's like goes a little bit like, what the hell is going on? I have no idea what somebody said, and then I need some clarification. Maybe I'm just old person, or something like this. Muy bien. So, how much you will be get out of the test of 9? Out of 9, how many? How much? What? Out of 9? Let's see. Well, we could actually ask. I would rather ask, if you don't mind. I would ask like, will you get more than 6.5, and then try to get some clarification what it could be, because that's rather brutal to ask like how much out of 9 you get. So I would ask rather that will you improve and how much, or like will you improve, in a sense, giving really like sort of yes or no things would be it's like not quite what this is for, because in the end what I believe is like, well, you have the answer on you and we try to just dig out of your head what it is. So I don't know anything, I just say what I see here and what I feel here, and I guess it's due to some synchronicity and all other things that might give you the answer. Okay, let's ask, will you get more, would you get more than this? Let's see. So I don't know, I feel more comfortable like that. Okay, let's see what we get from here. Well, I would say you get more than 6.5 for sure. That would be, I would be utterly devastatingly surprised if you don't get more than 6.5. Let's put it that way. I would think that you are, I would say, but with these cards that I have here, I would say that you are, I would say you're hoping for an 8, but you would get a 7. So if 7 out of 9, right? And this could be due to this, that maybe you could have put even more effort to your studies in this point. Maybe you have been doing something else as well, perhaps, like or maybe you had some kind of like, I don't know, if you had something that you would have to rely on someone else with studying with the studies, if you had some kind of like a partner for it, or you had a mentor, or what is this called in this? So basically, like, what is tutor? I don't know. So maybe you had to rely on someone, and maybe you didn't have quite the patience to do as much work that would have been needed. So I think you were looking to get 8, but I would say 7. That would be my best thing for this. And somehow like, if somehow you were not available, or your tutor or somebody who was studying with you were not available in a way that you would have wanted, and maybe you were a little bit relying on that. I don't know if this person was away, or then there was some schism there, that they were not being so nice, right? So maybe you were, I would say that you were relying on something that was not just you. Somehow I would say that this is not only about you. It could be like, maybe you decided to do other things as well and study. But yeah, I would say it. If it's not gonna be over 6.5, I am really, really, really surprised. It on my view, it has to be more. And yeah, 7. But you were thinking of 8, right? I don't know what else to say about this. We will give you also like, what is this? Further guidance for your situation. Then you can think about it like for the next thing, or when you think about what you do this one, but this is your advice. Oh, I took this for Adriana randomly from Mystic Fenica Tarot. It's the dragon, right? So the dragon was like, you can do it. It's like for confidence and to conquer and stuff. So basically something like this. But whatever you can get this from this fiery dragon, you can Google it if you want, but I would just look at the picture. So for further tests or studies, or you're in this situation, when you think about it, this could help you to gain more information about yourself, from here, like this. Well, do inform me. I am already intrigued, obviously, about this. And if you don't catch us live, dstonerocks@hotmail.com. No, I actually have to write it somewhere. So, if it appears in the chat, I tried. I have some technical difficulties here. But anyway, dstonerocks@hotmail.com. Send us an email if you want to. And subscribe, like, or don't subscribe, don't like. But we like if you like, and you got undying gratitude and stuff. So, but hey, would be interesting to know what happened with this. In the end, anyway. And thank you for checking our channel. We muy appreciate it. Let's see from muy bien. And yeah, the advice cards come from this if somebody wants to buy it online. It's kind of like based a lot in Finnish folklore. It's not an ad, it's just like the cards. We got it as a present. Susanna Salo made them. Mystic Fenica Tarot. Thank you. And come back. Don't be a stranger. Right? Okay. Let's see here. Oh, let's see. Okay. But yeah, I think it's time for me to move on from today. Hey, again. If you feel like it, if you appreciate what you got from here, make a donation. There's instructions on the screen. You want to ask anything or you want to give feedback, we would love it. We've been able so far to answer everyone, and we try to keep it that way. So you want some of our stones, we'll send it for you. We'll carve you a Sigil. We will carve you a Rune to help to realize your dreams and goals. And we are gonna be uploading at some point. I've been saying it a lot and all that, but we're working on some things, interesting things. We're gonna upload those here in our channel, and there's other stuff also. Meditations through Tarot. Hey, you should go try, give it that a chance. There's instructions how to do it. More videos from there. In the pace that we can make them will come. So basically, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you Adriana Hams and blah as well. And others. It's nice to have you. I try not to be a stranger now. It was like 2 weeks period. I was doing other things, but maybe it won't be another 2 weeks. I am holding a candle here which will burn my hand soon, so I'm gonna say, take it easy, stay safe, and see you in the future.